So you've done a mock draft. I think you said it's gonna be released tomorrow. Give us a little preview, like a pick or two that you like, and give us the first two.
Well, you're going to get my sneak preview of my first 2025 mock draft. Number one, I went off the order based off tankathon.com based on strength of schedule because there are 7 teams tied for the worst record at 2-7. The first pick in this situation, New England Patriots, they're not taking a quarterback. So they take easily the most talented player in this draft, and that's Travis Hunter, the receiver corner. Iron Man from Colorado, probably one of the most unique players we've ever seen in the college game because he can be a number one receiver and a number one shutdown corner. I don't know if he could be both in the NFL over the course of a long 17 game season. I feel like that's more dependent on the team that takes him. And if you're the Patriots, I would take him as a receiver and give Drake May somebody to work with. Skipping around, we go to the quarterbacks at number 4 with the Carolina Panthers and Shedeur Sanders. I've had Sanders as my QB1 since spring, and there's been really nothing this season that's changed my mind about it. In fact, I think he's really separated himself this season. Hyper accurate, got a lot of poise. The clutch factor is there. Doesn't have maybe the strongest arm. There's a couple concerns as far as off the field that I think needs to be addressed. I think that's something that can kind of just come from maturity. Then number 5, Cleveland Browns. I do have them taking another quarterback, and that's Miami's Cam Ward. Got a lot of starting experience. I wrote about him last week. You'll have a chance to see that when you click on my mock draft, my story about why Cam Ward I think could challenge Shedeur Sanders for the first pick. Ward I think has more arm talent than Shedeur Sanders. I would put it just kind of below CJ Stroud and Caleb Williams as far as his pure arm talent is concerned. But for me, when it comes to Cam Ward, what I think hurts him is kind of the way he plays. He's a very kind of high risk, high reward quarterback. And yeah, that could pay off with some spectacular plays. But as we've seen several times this season, games against Virginia Tech, games against Duke, he really is prone to forcing it. And in the NFL, when you force things, more often than not, you're going to get punished for it. And he's able to make some of these plays that you can get away with in college. And again, 5 years starting experience between Incarnate Word and the FCS. Washington State the previous 2 seasons, and now in Miami, where he has the Canes undefeated. He's a Heisman Trophy frontrunner with Ashton Genty from Boise State. I just think what's going to need to happen for Cam Ward is he needs to be better at playing in structure, and he needs to kind of understand that it's okay to take singles. The metaphor of going for the single, not necessarily always looking for the home run ball, and understanding when to give up on a play. And you can kind of understand why he's got that aggressive mindset because again, with his pure arm talent in college, you can get away with it. NFL, not so much. So you want to, if you're going to take Cam Ward, I think you don't want to restrain him completely. You don't because I think that's taking away from what makes Cam Ward very special. You want to tamp it down a little bit. You want to harness it, but you don't want to suppress it, if that makes any sense.